I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the London Black Knights. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 48 together, 8 together. Let's go, defense. Our time. Let's go, Trey. Spell. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Ball trot. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Double dog. That's the way. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Off. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Oh!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check your hot read. Check 4. Out. Kill. Walk. Kill.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Rush in. Echo. Mike's 49.
I smell fear in that offense.
To throw is Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Ready, set. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Check 9.
Explain. Watch the ship. Check. That's it. Right stone. Grab on.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got his tight end fan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On second and 12, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And McCoy loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
64 weeks.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Strip that ball. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch the twins.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 Tucson. Check three. Check three. Ready, go.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Check out, you're out. Check 24, check 24. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check, ready, go.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Geis. Shedding through the defense. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go.
On 1st down, Love nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Love sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Blue dot workers.
From the gun, Love, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
I'm coming after you.
Mike 2.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 2. Watch 2. I'm going.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Green brings it in. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check. Fresno. Any weapon. Kill. He's coming. We got double up. Whoa.
13. Check 13.
They'll try and get it with Geis. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ready. Mike's 49.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
I'm here all day.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Come on, boy.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Love. That one complete. He finds Shark. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Love. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I know he ain't got it. Check. Lucky. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check. 45 to Mike. General. West. Hey. Under 10. 10. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Set to the 60. Pittsburgh. Rock. Coming this way. Here we go. 36. Dogs off. Slam. Seam 6. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Switch up. Topper. Go. Check 29. Alert flare. Check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, baby.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Whip.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Red. 8, 3. Hard. Watch a slant. Alert 3. Bam. He's 22 check bomber. Alert 3. Tight dog. Check.
2nd and 6. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 3. Crunch. No.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Switch. Jim. You're out. 34.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down now, it's Hines. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All day.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, D. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Delta. Here I come again. Mike, 40.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let this one go. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in London. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Kill. Squeeze, get in there. Wild, 64, weak.
To throw from his end zone. Love. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Quick toss and bring it.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's another London 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day. See it. On. See it. Let's go.
To throw again. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 3, check 3.
Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
They run again with Hines. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Rip right.
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Geis, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's go. 18 gator, 18 gator. Set, hut, watch twitch. Watch the
Now a run with Geis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.